That Sinai they given you over in Egypt is not the Mount Sinai. The Mount Sinai is actually in Saudi Arabia's territory. And I can easily tell people where it's at because you can't get there anyway right now without some serious trouble. So it doesn't matter if you know where it is. You can't get there right now. The guy that did go there got arrested. And especially if our people start popping up there, you can forget it. But what's going to happen with the destruction that's coming on the earth, the Most High is going to break the armies. There's going to be so much chaos within the Middle East that it's not even going to be about securing borders anymore. And that's when the Most High is going to start guiding our people in the same areas and will be protected. The same pillars are there, the same palm trees are there. Everything is still there that the Bible said in its exact order. And that's where we'll be. And once the number get there, because the Most High is going to gather Israel from different quarters of the earth, and he's using these destructions to do it. Once we're there, then the Most High, the ark is going to be revealed, and then we're going to be closed off from the rest of the earth. The other nations going to recognize the power at the same mount and everything, and realize that we're there. That all they've used to keep us divided is for naught, because now we're learning again. We're coming together again. We're learning to coexist without influence, without them at all. And that's when they're going to stop fighting each other and come to try to attack us. And it's going to be total curtains for them from that point. Okay? But that's what's going on in chronological order. But I wanted to read how we were going to get there. Read.
Verse 6. Ho, ho.
Ho, ho.
Come forth and flee from the land of the north.
Come forth and flee from the land of the north. Read.
Saith the Most High Ahia.
Saith the Most High. So what he's telling us is, be ready to get on foot. Get ready to leave. Get ready. Don't look for someone to try to move you someplace or do something. Be prepared. Read.
For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, saith the Lord, the Most High Ahia.
Because the curse of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 64th verse, is that he would scatter us throughout the four corners of the earth, and in those lands we would learn other religions. We would serve wood and stone. But now he's telling us, begin to think about, it's time to start coming back now. That curse is off of us now. He's taking the religions from us. Right? Read.
Verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
That dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. That's crystal clear. And when we are moved into that particular area that I spoke of earlier, eventually the Most High is going to close us off. And he's going to judge us and deal with us face to face. Face to face, it's like he dealt with us in the wilderness. And our actions in the wilderness will determine if we go into Israel. Because that will be the last purging. The Bible says that there was one guy that decided that he wanted to eat swine's flesh under a tree in the wilderness. While we're in the wilderness, it tells us about that. And the Most High said, kill this guy. That's how we're going to be getting judged immediately. Some of us are going to be just found based on our sins. And it's not going to be no room for anything in the wilderness. No room for nothing. Right? Adverse to the Most High. No room for any adversity. Right? So while I'm on that, since we're speaking about Babylon, let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51.
Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 1. Thus saith the Most High Ahia, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that
and shall what?
and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her.
Fanners. Fanners is fanning the wind against the fire, keeping the fire burning. Read.
And shall empty her land.
And shall empty her land. Go ahead.
For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth, let his lifteth up himself in his brigandine. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken.
So this is why the Most High is going to destroy Babylon, because Israel have not been forsaken. Okay? He didn't forget his people. He never forgot the children of Israel. We have forgotten ourselves. And the nations will never teach us of ourselves, the majority of them. But he never forgot us. Read.
Verse 5. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Most High Ahia of hosts, through their land, or though their land was filled with the sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Because that's what they tell you. Israel sinned against the Most High, and the Most High did away with his people. But they tell you in the Bible, even though our land was filled with sin, he never forgot us. Therefore, he sent his Son for our sin as an opportunity for us to come back again as a people, so that the children of Israel could come back. Read.
Verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
There it is again.
And deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Most High Ahia's vengeance.
So it says don't get caught up in the sin of her either. Flee from her and don't get cut off in her iniquity. The more time go by, the more evil she becomes. Now everyone, it's regular to get caught up into the sins of Babylon. It's almost normal. Okay, now homosexuality is at an all-time high. That's being aimed towards our people. Pedophilia, you name it, being aimed towards our people. The separations of communities are being aimed towards our people. So that we won't have no sense of culture, and now we're open prey for Babylon to be our teacher. Read.
He will render unto her a recompense. Verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad.
All nations have drunken of the wine, the sin of Babylon, and now all the other countries who once had morality are out of their minds too. Just think about it. Look what China was and how much honor Asia had at one time. It was an honorable country. Now they running around with three-piece suits, total corporate jackals, killing their own people, eating babies over there now. They're mad. You can go over into these areas and order baby soup. They done lost their mind, linking in with Babylon. I remember the women used to be very honorable of the Asians. They would come over and you would hardly not say much. They were very nice, and now look at them. They sit in punk rock hair, running around looking. They got Americanized. Same with all people. All nations have gotten mad now. Read.
Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
It says, take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. If so, be she may be healed. And she can't be healed. So you can't take balm for her. You notice how the church is saying, well, pray for the country, pray for the president, and pray for the nation. There's no prayer for Babylon. Forget about it. Don't waste your prayer. She's already prophesied to be destroyed. There's no prayer. Pray for your people. Pray for the innocent who've been destroyed by the hands of Babylon. Read.
Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon,
We would have healed Babylon,
but she is not healed.
but she's not healed. She don't want to be healed. Why? Because she don't want to hear the law of the Most High. Not only is Babylon evil, now she's sending out her lieutenants to make the rest of the world evil. Just the other day, we on the radio show till early in the morning, speaking to a gay pastor in Jamaica who was sanctioned by his so-called gay high priest in Florida. From America, sending gay pastors into Jamaica now. And not only was he a gay pastor, he's teaching at a seminary theologian college. With no shame. So not only is Babylon wicked within herself, she sends out more wickedness to other countries. Right? And I'm speaking to this guy. I can't get this conversation out of my mind with this guy. Because he didn't believe anything in the Bible. But he was a Christian theologian teacher. And he likened the sin of him playing with another man's behind to somebody having a shirt on with two different linens. He equated that as the same sin. Huh? Yeah. It's no different than eating pork to him. And see, but people laugh, but this is the truth. This is what happens when you allow Babylon to thrive. And the Most High says, you can't, listen, the more you pray for this country, the more evil, the more she'll show you, listen, what are you praying for me for? I'm Babylon, don't you know this? So they done sent gay pastors to Jamaica. They sent gay pastors into Africa now. And told Africa that we're going to cut off your resources if you don't accept the homosexual lifestyle. Right? This is where we are. Finish reading.
Jeremiah chapter 59, verse 9.
Go ahead.
We would have healed Babylon,
We would have healed Babylon.
but she is not healed. Forsake her.
Forsake her. The Most High says, don't even think about her. Forsake her. Get away from her. Why? There's no possible way you can be amongst her and not be influenced. It's the peer pressure of just being a satanic Babylonian within the country. It's pressure from every place. You got to look a certain type of way. You have to dress a certain type of way. You have to be with the in crowd. You have to go out on Friday nights and party sometimes. You will get caught up in some area of Babylon. In that mindset, right? Finish reading.
For her judgment reacheth unto heaven,
For her judgment reacheth unto heaven,
and is lifted up even to the skies.
and is lifted up even to the skies. She's out in space now. Sending her satellites out, her weapons. We have an interview coming up on the next radio show of a guy who actually worked with the military dealing with the satellites. And he says the majority of satellites have nuclear capability, nuclear heads to them. And he said he's seen one of our lessons and realized what was going on and quit the job because he knew that what they were putting the weapons out in space for. Just spoke with him a couple of days ago. He's going to come on and speak, and he worked inside high in the military. Okay? Why would you have nuclear warheads on satellites out in space?